What do Israeli children learn in school? A question the world must start asking. I'm curious, deeply curious. What do Israeli children really learn in school? What ideas shape their worldview from the earliest age? What stories are they told that foster such profound hatred toward Palestinians, people who, in many ways, were the first to offer refuge when Jewish survivors were stateless, lost, and drifting through history? This isn't just a question about curriculum. It's a question about identity, about nationalism turned into supremacy. Because if history were truly taught in those classrooms, then Israeli children would know. Palestinians didn't steal anyone's land. They had it taken from them, violently. They would know that Zionism is not Judaism, and that Palestine was not empty land waiting to be claimed, but a living, breathing society with homes, villages, culture, and memory. If Israeli children were taught real history, they might understand that their state, the State of Israel, was built on the destruction of another people's lives, not just once in 1948, but continuously. They might learn that Palestine didn't simply disappear. It was erased, village by village, school by school, olive tree by olive tree. But history is not the subject there. Myths are. Indoctrination is. Fear is. Children are taught that Palestinians are a threat, that Gaza is a terror nest, that occupation is self-defense, that apartheid is survival, that walls are for protection, not for caging an entire people. And now we live in a time when the unthinkable is happening in plain sight, the genocide of Palestinians in Gaza. Entire families wiped out, babies starved, journalists targeted, hospitals bombed, and still, Israeli schools teach children that they are the victims. What kind of education normalizes that? It's not just misinformation. It's the manufacturing of a mindset, a settler colonial identity that tells children they are entitled to the land beneath someone else's grave, that their God has signed a deed to the land of another, that ethnic cleansing is defense. Let's be blunt. Israel is not a democratic state. It is not a beacon of freedom. It is not a historical miracle. It is, in its current form, a terrorist state, a genocide machine, a place where the oppressed of history have become the oppressors of today, armed, funded, and shielded by global powers too complicit or too cowardly to speak. And here's the cruelest irony of all. Zionism has done what no Nazi could do. It made the memory of the Holocaust irrelevant to many people around the world. It made never again feel hollow. Because now, with every bomb dropped on Gaza, with every child buried in rubble, the world remembers not the victims of Auschwitz, but the children of Rafah. Thanks to Zionist Israel, the word Jew is being twisted again by those who confuse Judaism with genocide. Zionism is killing not just Palestinians, it's poisoning Judaism from within. And so we return to the question, what do Israeli children learn in school? Because if they were taught to value human life, Palestinian life, they might grow up to dismantle the walls. But if they are taught lies, hate, and supremacy, then the next generation will be even more dangerous than the last. And the world, if it stays silent, will be complicit in raising them.